Okay, good afternoon, students. Next concept is relaxation oscillator. Okay, what exactly the relaxation oscillator is? Relaxation oscillator is a non-linear electronic oscillator, so which generates a non-sinusoidal output signal in the form of rectangular wave or sawtooth wave or a triangular wave. Okay, what it means that it does not generate any sinusoidal waveform, but rather than producing a sinusoidal, it will be producing what sawtooth or triangular or rectangular. Okay, and one more thing here, time period of this output waveform which be depending on the what, wait a minute. Okay, time period of this particular output waveform will be depending on the time period on the capacitor which is present in the oscillator circuit. Okay, so how exactly we'll see that one. Okay, when first initially what will happen, this capacitor, what exactly is it, is in discharge state, right? So once it start charging through this particular resistor, so this output waveform, see here in the output waveform, it will be moving towards 0 to plus Vsat, means a positive V saturation. So once the capacitor start discharging, means it is start moving towards minus Vsat. Okay, this is what, this is how it the diagram should looks like, and this should be a rectangular or a sawtooth waveform. It is not a sinusoidal waveform. So it is the relaxation later. Okay, and some of the expressions we have to remember that whenever the capacitor start charging, so it will be like this. Wait a minute. It will be, the expression should be like this one is the positive expression, that is plus V sat into R1 divided by R1 plus R2. So if the capacitor start discharging, means it is start moving towards minus V sat, right? So that the expression should be like this, minus V sat into R1 divided by R1 plus R2. Okay, and time period on this particular waveform is there, no output waveform, that should be the calculation for that expression for that that t is equal to 2rc into ln of 1 plus beta divided by 1 minus beta, where beta is what, beta is the feedback fraction factor. So feedback fraction factor is given by uh, R1 divided by R1 plus R2. Okay, so that you have to remember these many formulas. Okay, this is about the relaxation oscillator. Relaxation oscillator is the nothing but it is an oscillator which produces the non-sinusoidal waveforms. It might be a sawtooth, it might be a triangular, it might be a um, rectangular waveform. Okay, so the time period of that output waveform, it depends on the uh, time period on the capacitors, so which is present in the oscillator circuit, right? When initially it is in discharge state, once it start charging, it will start move towards positive V saturation. Once it start discharging, it move towards minus V sat. That is the graph indicates that diagram. Okay, that many that expressions are all we have to remember. The next concept is voltage to uh, current conversion. Okay, V to I converter. So first voltage to current converter with floating load, we have to see the first voltage to current converter with a floating load. So how exactly it will be? So see in the circuit diagram, so it is an operational amplifier which is connected. So I am giving the input supply to the non-inverting terminal. Okay, so load is connected as a feedback. So general basic formula of the voltage is what? V is equal to IR, right? So in this case, instead of V, I am taking VI because VI is the input signal. So I am giving the VI. Okay, and so for that I'm connect for that voltage to I converters, I'm with the floating load. No, for that reason, I is replaced by IL. Okay, and R1. So what exactly the R1 is? This one. That is what exactly the expression. So after rearranging this expression, IL is equal to what? VI divided by R1, means the load current is directly proportional to VI. So if is there any change in the current value, voltage value also changes, like that it will be. Okay, the next one is what? Next concept is um, voltage to current converter with a grounded load. Voltage to current converter with a grounded load. So initially what we have seen, voltage to current converter with a floating load we have seen, right? So the next one is voltage to current converter with a grounded load. So in the diagram you have to see that first I need to find out what exactly the I1, and after that I need to find out what exactly I2. So this one I1 is what? Wait a minute. I1 is this one, right? So I1 is V in minus V2 divided by R. Correct? V in minus V2 divided by R. So here I2 is equal to what? V0 minus V2 divided by R, because the resistance value is R here, no? For that reason R. So this R, this is a grounded value, right? So if I wanted the load current is IL is equal to what? Sum of those two currents, I1 plus I2. So after adding these two, we'll get this one. Okay, V in plus V0 minus 2V2 divided by R. But in the inverting operation amplifier, non-inverting and inverting, the gain is, we all know that AU is equal to 1 plus RF divided by R. So in this case, I am writing it as 1 plus R by R. Okay, so gain is equal to 2. Okay, so as in the figure it indicates V0 is equal to 2 times V2, so replace V0 as 2 times V2. For that reason, what exactly 2V2 will go. So what exactly the remaining things is IL is equal to V in divided by R. So here the load current is directly proportional to voltage. So if is there any change in the current, voltage also changes. So in the earlier concepts, what exactly, so that VB will be grounded, no, but VA should be what? It is virtually grounded. For that reason, VA should be 0. In one of the circuit diagram, I was explaining that virtually grounded means the voltage at that particular point is 0, right? So in this case, it is also similar. So same load current IL is equal to V in divided by R in that case. But here also IL is equal to what? V in divided by R, means whatever the input voltage you are giving at the input side, no, that will be directly proportional to the load current. Means if is there any changes, if you do in the load current, the voltage also changes at the same time. Like that it means. Okay. So this is about voltage to current converter with a grounded load. Okay, the next one is current to voltage converter. Okay, for this, so see here the difference. Current to voltage means input supply, what you are giving here, it is current, input current you are giving to the operational amplifier, right? So the what exactly I need to find out, the what exactly the current at that particular point. Okay, see here, I is equal to what? Is I am giving to the current to the input supply, right? So that is equal to what? At this particular point, VB minus V naught divided by RF. So this is what exactly the difference between the voltage is, what? VB minus V naught divided by RF. But in the earlier cases, VB is what? Virtually grounded. This is grounded. This point is 0 voltage at this particular point. But at this particular point, voltage is what? It is virtually grounded. No, for that reason it is 0. So so VB is 0. So Is is equal to minus V naught divided by RF. Hence V naught is equal to what? Is into R. The input Is is directly proportional to V naught. This is what current to voltage converter. Okay, so what exactly it means, that it is directly. So here same scenario, the concept, what exactly the concept is, this is grounded, it is 0, right? So but this is not grounded, but this is virtually grounded, right? So for that reason VB is 0. Are you getting my point? So for that reason VB is 0 means only this expression VB is 0 here. So only left out is minus V naught divided by this one. So that is what exactly the concept. Here also I am applied the same concept. Okay. So the next concept is voltage regulators. Okay. Voltage regulators will see in the next class. Okay. No. Oh, we'll take that voltage regulators also. What exactly the voltage regulators? So all electronic systems that we use daily requires stable power supply, voltage source, and voltage regulators accomplish. Voltage regulator is a circuit that keeps that output voltage constant, right? So for any power supply, just to maintain that power supply voltage, we need a voltage regulators. For that reason, we are using that. Okay, need for the regulators is, the first one is in practice of there is a consideration of fluctuation in the line voltage caused by the external power source. For that causes the DC output change. For that particular this the regulator is needed. Okay, and one more thing, then regulators is the internal resistance of the ordinary power supply is relatively very large, greater than 30 ohm. Therefore voltage is affected by the amount of load current drawn by the supply. For that reason the regulators is required. Okay, and the block diagram of that voltage regulators would be like this. So see here that this diagram, see here in this particular first diagram, so whatever the transformer input is 230 volts and 550 hertz, right? Transformer provides the voltage transformation and electrical isolation between the input AC means to the DC. The rectifier, what exactly this transformer will give this such a voltage and frequency, right? It provides an voltage transformation and electrical isolation, right? Electrical isolation between input power supply and that AC and DC output, right? And the rectifier circuit, what exactly it changes the AC voltage appearing across the transformer secondary to DC. The rectifier circuit always has some AC constant known as a ripple. So this filter circuits smoothen that ripple of the rectifier circuit. Okay, the regulator is what it will do. It is a type of feedback circuit that ensure that the output DC voltage does not change from nominal due to the change in the line voltage. So what it means that entire is transformer. The first thing is what exactly the transformer. It will provide some electrical isolation between the input power supply, that is AC. In what exactly it will be in AC? No, AC and the DC output. So it is the electrical isolation between input power supply, that AC means to DC output. But rectifier, what it will do? Rectifier will changes the AC voltage appearing across the transformer secondary to DC. So this is what exactly rectifier will do. So the rectifier circuit always has some AC constant, so known as a ripple. Okay, filter, what it will do? The filter circuit smoothen the ripple of the rectifier circuit. Whatever the rectifier circuit has some ripple is there, no, in that rectifier circuit, that this filter will smoothen that ripple which is present in the rectifier circuit. Okay, that it will do. So the corresponding waveform of that particular will shown in this particular diagrams. Okay, look into it once. And the regulators, what it will do? It is a type of feedback circuit, right? So that ensure that the output DC voltage does not change from its nominal value due to the change in the line voltage. Means, so if you are using a regulator, means if is there any change in the line voltage due to the if is there any change in the DC output voltage because of the line voltage, these regulators will not allow that to happen. That is what the main thing. If you are not using regulator, means the DC output will vary due to the line voltage. For that reason, to avoid that, we are using regulators. I hope you I hope you clear with this particular point about the regulators. Okay, the regulator is a type of feedback circuit that ensure that that output DC voltage does not change from its nominal value due to the change in the line voltage or the load current. Okay, this is about the regulators and factors affecting the load voltages. So what exactly the load current IL and the load voltage and temperature, these are the factors affecting the load voltage. So variable, so what exactly load current? Ideally the output voltage should remain constant in spite of changing the load current, but practically the power supply without regulator, the load voltage decreases as the load current increases. For that practical power supply regulators, the load voltage must be constant through the load to full load condition. This is what exactly about a load current IL. So these factors also uh, affecting the load voltage. So the line voltage. So the line voltage is what? The input to the rectifier AC is 230 volts is the line voltage. The input decides output voltage level. So if the input changes, the output also changes. So this affects the performance of the power supply. So ideally voltage must remains constant irrespective of any change in the line voltage. Means whatever we are giving to the rectifier, now that input is AC of 230 volts. So the input decides the output voltage level, then only it will be under control. Otherwise, if input, if is there any changes in the input, output also changes. So this affects the performance of the power supply. For that reason, voltage must remain constant, even irrespective of any change in the line voltage also. That is what exactly the case. Temperature is what the third factor is temperature. In power supply, the rectifier unit is used in within uses of the which uses the PN junction diode. So as the diode characteristics are the temperature dependent, so the overall performance of the power supply is temperature dependent. So it is like this only. So in power supply, rectifier unit is used which uses the PN junction diode. No? So as the diode characteristics are the temperature dependent, means overall performance of the power supply will be temperature dependent. This is like interconnection link is there. So if rectifier uses a PN junction diode, and that characteristics of the diode are temperature dependent, means the overall performance of the power supply will be the temperature dependent, like that is the interlink will be there. Okay, that's why these factors are very very important: load current, line voltage, and temperature. Okay. Okay, the next we'll see the performance parameters of the power supply. Okay. The performance parameters of the power supply. The power supply is judged by some parameters called as performance parameters. Okay, the first one is line regulation. Line regulation is if the input to the rectifier unit means, so I already told that. So whatever the rectifier input we are providing, no, that is 230 volt. That changes the output DC of the rectifier will also change. That it means the line regulation. The since the output of the rectifier is applied to the regulator, so the output of the regulator will also vary. So this source causes the change in the output. This is a source regulation or the line regulation. Means what in one line, if I am telling the about line regulation is if the input to the rectifier is 230 volt, means is changes, means the output of the DC of the rectifier is also changes. It is interconnection, means or linearly varying. If is there any change you do in the input side, output side also it will change. That is what exactly the line regulation. If the input to the rectifier unit is 230 volt changes, means the output of the DC of the rectifier will also change. Since the output of the rectifier is applied to the regulator, the output of the regulator is also vary. This is about line regulation. So load regulation is how, in what factor load regulation is dependent, means load regulation is defined as change in the regulated output voltage when the load current is changed from 0 to maximum value, full load. When the load regulation will change means as a change in the regulated output voltage, when it will change, load current should vary from 0 to maximum value or full load. Then only what exactly the regulated output will change. Okay, the load regulation ideally should be 0 first, and but practically it should be a small value. Okay, but it is not 0 practically, but ideally it should be 0. Okay, and also the here given the percentage load regulation. So how we need to find out the load regulation percentage in terms of percentage, means V no load minus V full load divided by V full load into 100. That is what exactly the percentage of finding the load regulation. This is the graph of that particular. We'll see that. Okay, third point is voltage stability factors. So how exactly voltage stability factor will be depending on, it should be shows the dependency of the output voltage on the input voltage. It will show the how exactly the output voltage will depend on the input voltage. Voltage stability factor is defined as the percentage change in the output voltage which occurs per voltage change in the input voltage. So means that voltage stability factor is defined as a percentage change in the output voltage which occurs per voltage change in the input voltage. That is what exactly the voltage stability factor. So temperature stability factor is what, as in the change of the power supply we are using a semiconductor device or the diodes, rectifiers, blocks, right? So the output voltage is a temperature dependent. Thus the temperature stability of the power supply will be determined by the temperature coefficient of the various temperature and semiconductors. Like for that reason it is a temperature stability factor. Okay, so the last point is ripple rejection factor. Okay, ripple rejection factor. So the formula for the ripple rejection factor is V ripple in output divided by V ripple input. So if I'm finding that in terms of decibel means 20 log of that value. Okay, so V ripple output is equal to V ripple input divided by 1 plus loop gain. This is about the ripple rejection. So the mainly the output of the rectifier that filters consisting of a ripple. Okay, this ripple rejection is defined as a factor which shows the how efficiency of the regulator rejects the ripple. Means at this particular filters it has some ripples. So when it comes to the regulator point, regulators rejects that ripples. That is what exactly we need to find out the ripple rejection factors RR. So it is the ratio of V ripple output divided by V ripple input. So if I wanted to find out in decibel means 20 log of that. So this is what about the ripple rejection factors. Okay, these are the what exactly performance parameters of the power supply. Okay, this is about the things, and the next we'll solve some problem, and we'll see in the next class. Okay, thank you.